Today I'm going to be talking about 127 film format, a quick overview, what cameras use it, and how to load it. The 127 film format was introduced by Eastman Kodak Company 1912 and was a very popular format during the First World War. Many soldiers carried the Kodak Vest pocket camera. The film format itself is 46 millimeters in width. Now, just to compare that, here's 46 millimeter width compared to the typical 35 millimeter. As you can see, the 127 format, it's much wider, and of course there's no sprockets, so it gives you a much bigger frame. Film is light sensitive, so film cannot be exposed to light until after you get the film developed. This being a test roll, we're just kind of showing you of how the film is on the roll. Each roll has what's called backing paper, and the backing paper has a numbering system. This film is used in some cameras, like for example, the Yashica 44, which is an amazing twin lens reflex camera. And in a camera like this, you would load it, and then you would have a window in the back where you would see those back numbers show up to tell you what exposure you're at. Exposure number 1, number 2, number 3, up to 12, usually 12 exposures per roll, but it will vary based upon what camera. A lot of people think that this film format is gone. It was discontinued by Eastman Kodak in the 1990s, but recently, in 2024, the Shanghai Film Company reintroduced the film in Gold 200 and their GP3 100 black and white. These films are available at thefilmphotographystore.com here in the US. Now, most commonly, and this is what we're going to talk about regarding loading, most commonly this 127 roll film was used in Kodak Brownie cameras. I'm going to show you 3 quick ones. One we're going to load. This is the Fiesta, which is awesome. We have the Brownie Starflex outfit. We have the Brownie Starflex outfit.
Oh my God.
We have the Brownie Starflex. We have the Brownie Starflex outfit, which came camera with flash. Very nice. And one of the more popular models, the Brownie Starmite 2 outfit. This is my favorite because it has a built-in flash. Now, all of these Kodak plastic cameras are very similar in the sense that even if they have a detachable flash, in order to use the flash, you will need to open up the back of the camera and make sure it has 2 AA batteries, which this one does. I recently replaced the batteries, and the flash system is operated by the batteries. It uses a little AG1 flash bulb, which you can get on eBay.com. Now, to load these cameras, they're all very similar. You usually on the bottom, open. The bottom portion pulls out of the camera. All of the 127 cameras will have what's known as a take-up spool. And of course, your roll of film is known as the feed film. You would put the film in your camera. The emulsion of the film, here's your film, just so you know. This side of the film is your emulsion. This is the light sensitive part. The other side, facing the backing paper, is a shinier side, and that's known as the base. So the emulsion size always faces out to the lens. So when loading your film, you can only load it one way. Film snaps into the camera. As you can see here, it snaps in here, nicey nice. There we go. Okay, take your roll across to the take-up side. The take-up spool will have a slit in it so you could feed the film through, like so. That's nice. There's some arrows, tells you, you're done loading. So now you take your film, put it back into the camera, hit lock. Great. And now you will wind. This one only goes one direction. And you will look to the back of the camera to look for the number 1. And as you roll, you'll see.
Don't go too fast.
Yeah, don't go too fast, because once you pass the number 1, you cannot go back. Right. Well, there's an arrow. Okay. Oh, no, that's square. Square. Ooh, number 1.
Number 1!
And once you have a number 1, you could, let me see if this bulb is, oh, that bulb is spent. Might as well do it right? Now, if your camera does take the AG1 flash bulbs and you buy these bulbs on eBay, they're ancient. They're 60 years old. So you want to make sure the contacts, see these 2 little contacts? Take your thumb or a little knife, make sure the contacts are like pointing out a little bit so it makes contact with the camera. This pops in here. So we're at number 1. We're ready to take our first picture. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Very cool. These cameras are amazingly simple. They're simple to operate. They take great pictures. As I said, 46 millimeters, so it's a bigger real estate image-wise than your 35 millimeter. And they're handy dandy, they're pocket size, they're fun. Leave a comment down below if you've shot 127 film format, or drop us an email, podcast@filmphotographyproject.com. And I just want to let everyone know that 127 film is back, and that's pretty exciting.